Hi, everybody.
Hello, Dr. Nick. And I guess that makes me physician's assistant Ian.
Oh, sure.
Nurse Ian, whatever you want to call me. Not a patient, not of this doctor, that's for sure. Welcome to Pick 6, Week 9, and at long last, believe it or not, football was actually played today. Opening night of the playoffs around Southern New England.
Yeah, around 6 or 7 o'clock, Ian, tonight. All the chatter stopped, and the ball was kicked off. We're hinting at something that we'll talk about a little later. This week we saw a game that was so good the first time around we had to check it out again. A rematch of one of the regular season games of the year in the quarterfinals. That is our Pick 6 Week 9 primetime matchup. The 4-5 matchup in the Division 4 postseason. Juanita Sanchez PCD Co-op playing at Smithfield in a rematch of what was a close game 2 weeks ago. 1-point comeback win for the Sentinels. Start in the second quarter. 2-0 Smithfield after an early safety. This is when Smithfield builds on that advantage. Going to the air, quarterback Jackson Chamberlain finds Corey Blakely. Got the grab there. Sentinels making a 9-0 advantage. You can see the lights flashing too when they score a touchdown. They get the new strobes in the stadium. It's like Fenway Park. Then after Smithfield recovers the ensuing kickoff, they go to the air again. Chamberlain this time goes to Michael Valandry. They call him Mo for short. Mo throwing, Mo scoring for the Sentinels in control, up 16-0. The Cavaliers trying to respond, but throw it to the wrong uniform. Michael Farland jumps the road. Here we go. First win of the season for me, Ian. It's a Pick 6. Sentinels up 23-0 at the break. Play the strokes again. Play them. You can kind of see it there. A little bit.
Rave out there with the neon colors, all the scoring.
I love
awesome.
the uniforms. Third quarter, more Smithfield on the ground. Aaron Archambault, who went over 1,000 yards for the season tonight on the ground. He's got a touchdown run, makes it 30-0. Aaron, flex on him, my guy. There it is. Cavs would get on the board the other way, going to the air on 3rd and long later in the third. Tyrell Pay comes down with the score. Quiddy's cousin erases any thoughts of a postseason shutout for the home team. But this night belonging to Chamberlain and the Sentinels. The QB puts his head down, runs for a touchdown later. Look at this. Paying the price. Gets over the goal line. Smithfield showing the toughness. On to the D4 semifinals. Sentinels win 37-14. Jackson Chamberlain, our Pick 6 primetime performer. All right, here with our Pick 6 primetime performer for Week 9. It is this guy, quarterback for Smithfield, Jackson Chamberlain. Jackson, you had a lot of guys that could have, been the primetime player tonight because you were spreading the ball around. Just talk about the guys that you had on offense in the night that they had.
We got a bunch of guys, a bunch of playmakers. I just try to get it to all of them, let them make plays. We're a great team when we're all working together.
You have that early stumble where, the fumble and they recover it, but your defense steps up. You get the safety. Yeah. How much did that sort of spark you, especially going in the second quarter when you really got things rolling offensively?
Yeah, them setting the tone on defense, letting the other team know we're here. It helps the offense get a push and just gets everything going for us.
How exciting was this? Having a home game, a home playoff game, good crowd. You guys obviously, play well in front of them.
Yeah, this crowd gets us rowdy. It gets rowdy out here. We feel the energy. It just gets us going.
Yeah. Looking forward to next week. You're in the semifinals?
Yep, absolutely.
Awesome. Jackson Chamberlain, our primetime performer for Week 9. Congratulations, Jackson.
Thank you.
And thank you to Jackson for the interview post-game there. It was a great atmosphere tonight at Smithfield. Love the new stadium. Love the uniforms. Love the strobe lights. All in favor of the Sentinels.
The crowd gets rowdy.
Yes,
it was awesome. Really cool. And we'll get back to Division 4 in just a little bit.
Yeah, we will. And that was our primetime matchup, but everywhere in the football community in Rhode Island. The talk today was Division 3 and Mount Hope. As we reported earlier in the newscast, the Bristol Warren School District requesting a temporary restraining order against the Rhode Island Interscholastic League, upset with the playoff seeding for the Huskies and the execution of the new RPI system.
The district believes it should have been the 1 seed. Providence Superior Court ruling no changes to be made to the original seeding, so the Huskies remaining the 5 seed and traveling to Newport to play Rogers in this Division 3 quarterfinal. The Vikings with the lead and trying to run the clock out here. A big Alexander Toribio, to quote the great Ken Bell, man alive! He was tough to stop this evening. Oh boy. Long down and distance later, the Vikings looking to throw, sacked by Brody Cavallari. A long weekend lead-up ends up with this final score. Rogers 29, Mount Hope 19. A rematch of the regular season game between Johnston and Pilgrim here that went to double overtime. More on the line tonight with the winner going to the D3 semifinals. Game tied at 6 in the second quarter. Matthew Clements throwing it high to the corner of the end zone. Lealo Harrison Perez right next to the pick six camera. A perfect touchdown catch. The Panthers take a 14-6 lead. Later in the quarter, the Patriots in the red zone. They give to Jacob Souliere up the gut, tying the game back up at 14 points apiece. This, yet another close game between these two teams. They did not need double overtime this time around. But once again, it's Pilgrim coming away with the victory, 28-27.
Always entertaining with those two teams. Division II playoffs going through Curtis Corner Middle School this year. South Kingstown's home field. They are the 1 seed, facing Middletown in their playoff opener tonight. Here, it looks like SK has a lane, but before they can completely break through and get free, Finn McCarthy makes a strong shoestring tackle. They can only contain the Rebels' ground game for so long. Misdirection leads to Tyler Deniker. He's breaking free, soaring, flying, off to the races for 6. SK off to the semis, 27-13. That's like a dated reference now, isn't it?
Nick,
Yes.
get your head in the game.
Oh!
Okay? In this next game, it was a dust bowl in West Warwick. The wind whipping the dirt around as the Wizards face Woonsocket, and what a wild game it was. The Wizards, Widowy fumbled the ball, and guess who recovers? Woonsocket. All right, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
All right.
Villanoven's going for it on fourth quarter here, trying to get the comeback, but the pass broken up by two defenders, Carl Swanson and Beck Castaldi. West Warwick wins 14-7. They get Westerly next week, who beat Moses Brown tonight 42-0. After all was said and done last week, Lincoln finishing as the 5 seed in Division II. They were close to the top spot last week, but now on the road to play East Providence in the first round. Here, Kyle Dussault making the defensive play, coming away with an interception, giving the Lions a chance late in the first half. They get the ball down by the goal line, but EP defending their home field. Jaden Orpheis gets the tackle as time expires in the second quarter. The Townies led 6-0 at halftime. They get into the end zone in the second half and win 19-6.
Back to Division IV, top-seeded Narragansett welcoming North Smithfield in the first round tonight. Northman running back Jaden Lynch going against the grain for a big gain. That gives his team a first down. Ian wrote the script, and he likes to rhyme with words. After he's dragged down from high above the gridiron, the draw play works to perfection for the Mariners. Owen Oakes takes the rock in for the score from high above the field. Gansett going to the Final Four in D4, 52-20. Mariners get the primetime matchup winners tonight, Smithfield, in next week's semis. Ian?
At Max Reed Field in Pawtucket, Davies finding a field to play on today at Tiverton, making the trip up to try and get to the semifinals. Hello, sir. Good
Hi.
to see you. Scoreless through a quarter here in the second. Tigers getting into the backfield. Aiden Champ trying to become a champ. Keeps his contained, brings his runner down for a loss of yardage, but later in the drive, Davies, ground game isn't working. They go deep. Tyrell Barros for Jomar Lopes. That's a strike of a touchdown. Close game throughout. Davies wins this one. A lot of great games today. 14-13, a close one.
In Massachusetts, it's first round, the round of 16 being played tonight. We start in Division II. The Shamrocks taking the field. Bishop Thean hosting North Andover. Kid Thean chasing the quarterback, tries to flip it out, just running back. The last second, it's up the backward lateral to live ball, bounce pass. Brayton Goodwin still able to get the tackle for the loss.
It's not basketball season yet.
Not yet. When we're getting there. First points of the game coming off the foot of number 5 in green. That's Aiden Neary kicking the ball. Fari.
Not Neary.
I know, you wrote the
Fari.
script. Again, that's very good. Yeah, it's 23 yards. A 3-0 lead at halftime. Bishop Thean goes on to win it 17-0. The final.
Nick doesn't like kickers or rhyming.
No.
Or fun.
No, you stop that.
In D3 of the MIAA, North Attleboro hosting Woburn Memorial to start the postseason. Check out this push from the Red Rocketeers offensive line. Out of the frame
Big
within
boys.
seconds. By the time we catch up to the play, Ryan Bannon is in the end zone. That makes it 28-0 Big Red.
He was a primetime performer earlier this season.
He had
Ryan
his
Bannon.
Celsius today. Woburn would get on the board late, though. Long pass play for Braden Piscini. He's up the sideline, but it's North Attleboro advancing tonight